My video's lagging really bad. Okay, so I'm gonna try to talk kind of quiet because I'm not at my house. I moved out. Yeah, so I just had a feeling I should vlog about my feelings. Been having a lot of those. Um, yeah, so this past week has been, oh my gosh, it's been so crazy. I can't even fit it in like with another month vlog. Like it's this week in itself has been a year's worth of drama, like honestly. So pretty much, I don't know where to start honestly. Okay, so as I probably, I don't think I've said before, but with my new job, I had to transfer up to Salt Lake instead of living in Vegas. Like I have my whole life, like I was born there. I never lived anywhere else in my whole life. I've lived in 3 different houses my whole life, and they were all in Vegas, just a few miles from each other. So I don't know anything about Vegas. So I got transferred up for work in Salt Lake, and here I am in Salt Lake. That's where I am. You can't tell because I'm in a place, but I'm with my not uncle, which is what I've been calling him. He's like really close family friend. My dad ties him into the Mormon church, and which is Mormon. I'm Mormon, so we're all close. We're all tight. So I like staying here, but I'm only staying here because I don't have a place to live right now because the drama that's happened this week. So I'm gonna try to explain that just because I feel like, even though nobody probably cares, but I'm gonna want to watch it one day maybe, or my like children or their children's children or whatever. So I'm gonna kind of get started. Let me see if I can organize this all in my mind. It's been a lot. So about a month before I was supposed to be moving up here, my mom and I were gonna come up and try to look for apartments with my 2 potential roommates, who's Annabelle, my soul sister. Everybody knows her, and Janae, my other friend. We're close. So anyway, so we were gonna go a month before to have a lot of time to look for a place because you need a lot of time to look for a place, especially we were trying to beat the college rush, like because all the college kids come out here and take up all the places. So we were kind of come out and stuff, and but my not Annabelle's mom, but Janae's mom decided that she wanted to be in on the whole thing, but she couldn't do it till 2 weeks later, which was 2 weeks before I was supposed to move up here. So we had to rearrange because of her, which was kind of annoying in the first place because I had my plan all set out. I planned everything. I was organized. I was an adult. I know that I don't act like one, but I organize my stuff sometimes. But so we went 2 weeks before instead of a month before like I wanted, and it was interesting. We could only go on the weekend because I had work Monday through Friday. I didn't want to take time off of work, obviously, and so we went the weekend 2 weeks before I was supposed to move. I've said that like 3 times, but whatever. And we weren't finding anything. It was getting really frustrating. Her mom was like snapping at me, and which I was just bringing up prices and stuff. I was like, I don't know if that's in everyone's, and she's like, ah! And I was like, oh my god, please don't yell at me. I'll cry for 9 years. I was like in the car, just like holding back tears, like I hate crying in front of people. Like it was fun. Anyway, so it wasn't bad the whole time. It was fun sometimes. We listened to weepy songs on the way up when we're like having feels, and I like yeah. So I'm just gonna move on. So pretty much we were staying with one of Janae's mom's family friends, who this is where the whole problem started. We think is that she offered to keep Janae instead. Like she's saying, if you don't have a place, then you could stay with me. So that's how we kind of think the original problem rooted, because then we found a place up there. We were gonna sign on it. I gave Janae our part of the rent, or the what is it called, the thingy, the pre-money thingy that you give them the money and then they let you move in, the prorated rent and the leasing money, or the whatever. And so we gave it all to her, and she gave the lady a check and said, cash the check once you give us the application and the lease so we can sign it and have it in paper. And so yeah, that was supposed to be going fine. And then this Tuesday, which is today's Monday, so Tuesday I get a call at work, and it's Janae, and she's freaking out. She's saying the lady is saying that we have to pay a whole bunch of fees and that we have to do all this crazy stuff that she never said we had to do. And so I thought she was gonna try to she was trying to screw us over. And so all this crazy drama happened Tuesday and Wednesday, and well, pretty much every day, every day until probably today. I've been panicking, just panicking, like, ugh, what a feeling. I didn't have a place to stay if that wasn't so we were going to pay what she wanted because I needed a place to stay and I wanted the place. It was a nice place. And but then Janae came over to my house and she ended up backing out. And like she was kind of we think that her mom put her up to lying. I don't know. This is crazy. I don't know. I don't want to say anything, but we think that's kind of how it happened. We think that she wanted to stay with the family friends and that kind of happened. And so the mom didn't let the check go through for the lady, and the lady freaked out on us, and then it got ruined. So you think the mom kind of left us hanging? She kind of like dumped us and let her daughter go and do the thing because like she wouldn't let her live with us because she wanted her to pay $300 a month for car insurance instead of for rent. So anyway, I've been really upset, especially the more frustrating my week gets, the more frustrated I am at the whole situation. So it's not really a fun time for me. But I have a place to stay that's an hour outside of where I work, which the guy I'm staying with is actually my boss. But he's a family friend first, so it's not that weird. But so it's just me and Annabelle now because my other friend's gonna be living with her family friend, and so me and Annabelle are on our own trying to find a place. So, and let's not even get started. She told us the Tuesday before I had to move in that Saturday, which was a few days ago, because I had to be there before today, which is Monday, which is when I started work up here. So I was freaking out. I was like, I have to be up in Utah. I have to be here. I have work. I have things to do. None of them have like, I'm an adult. But boy, Lord. Okay, it was interesting. And so pretty much my parents and my brother Chad, who I love, came up to Utah with me this weekend, and we were scrambling to try to find a place, and it just wasn't working out. We don't know the area. We don't know anything about Utah. We have family from here, and obviously our family friend lives here. I'm pointing out because he's upstairs. So yeah, but so it was very difficult. We were at each other's throats all weekend. We were not getting along very well, and my family does typically, like, I don't know, maybe if you put us all in the car for a weekend, we hate each other. I did notice the trend though. As soon as we ate food, we were best friends again. So that was pretty amusing to me. So that was it was emotional. I was very stressed out, so I was freaking out. I probably cried like 20,000 times this weekend. It's not metal at all. I'm very not metal. I'm a baby. Anyway, so we looked for a place. We couldn't find one. But admittedly, this is another thing I'll talk about. This video is gonna be really long. I want to talk about I want to talk about when my family actually left. Cut the umbilical cord. Now I'm alone on my own, like an actual real life adult. And I'm ready. I feel ready. I'm not scared, but I like my family a lot. I just said we were at each other's throats all weekend. That doesn't mean anything. I still like them. So, oh man, because they left Saturday evening, and I was with Annabelle. We were sitting on the back of the trailer that brought all my stuff up, and we were just talking, and they were giving me advice and telling me like what to do, and that they were gonna like start heading out because there was nothing for them to do. We didn't find a place, and nowhere was open on Sunday, so they were gonna kind of leave it up to my family friend to help me, which he doesn't mind at all. He's cool. So, but we were just sitting there, just talking and chilling, and they started to kind of get up to go, and I was like, no, mom, mommy, the baby. And I kind of like toddled after them like a freaking 3. I was like, please don't leave. And just it was crazy, and so they were about to leave. We were hugging. I started crying again. I'm saying it, you guys. I'm really not metal at all. It was very gay. So you missed them a lot already, but I'm doing okay. I've never had a problem. But so pretty much, my dad's like, "Oh, you want a blessing?" Which is like a Mormon thing, like a special prayer. to like help you for certain things. And anyway, so pretty much he's like, you want a blessing before you go? And I was like, yeah, of course. Like at first I was like, no, no. I was like, no, no, I'm okay. And then he like asked the third time. I was like, okay, yeah, okay, it's fine. And so we went into the house that I'm in now. It's upstairs, and went into the kitchen, and me and Annabelle and my family were there, and we sat down in the kitchen, and I was like, you should give Annabelle one too, because she's Mormon, so we're kind of doing a little Mormon shindig, whatever. And yeah, so my dad, like, I sat down, he like put the sandwich on my head, and he was like shaking so bad, and I'm crying my eyes out already because I just don't want to, like, I'm just gonna miss them so much. Like, I love my family like to death, like to death. I love them, they're amazing, and I just get along with them pretty well most of the time. But so he was shaking, he was about to start crying, and then well, I'm like, you should probably do Annabelle first, and then but we didn't. He's like, no, 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 I'm okay, I got this, because he's my dad, so he's like the Norse god Viking. He's like really tough. So he's a very scary looking guy. If you ever know my dad, I don't know how this adorable face was breedish from. Just kidding. I'm very scary. Anyway, so he was about to cry. My mom was bawling. I was bawling. I was like, during the thing, I was like, tears dropped. It was terrible, and I hugged him, and he just said everything that he needed to say. Like, I felt completely fine. It rejuvenates you, kind of. It's like you get all giddy, because it's always like he says the perfect thing. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. And he gave Annabelle one too, and she was just like saying she felt completely numb, and when he did that, it totally just like she felt thing, like it's all good. So like it was fine, but like, oh man, we walked out to try to say bye to my family, and it was just tear fest-a-rooney. It was freaking ridiculous. My brother like hugged me. He's like lanky Squiscar. He's the cosplayer. He's hugging me, and like I was like, get off of me. I thought he was staying for the week, so I'm super upset because I wanted him to stay for the whole week, and I wanted to celebrate his birthday, which is coming up in 2 days, and now I can't. So I'm like, single tear, lone fallen soldier tear. But yeah, I hugged my dad, and just he was trying to let go, because we're not a big huggy family. We never hug. We're not affectionate with each other at all. But like, I was just hugging him for like so long, and I was just like, I'm gonna miss you guys. And my mom kissed my cheek, which is really weird. She hasn't done that since I was like a really little kid. So I was like, man, what you do? You freaked me out. But no, it was nice. Like, she was just bawling, like her face, like, oh, it was so sad, and I was bawling. I just felt like I started crying today too, actually, in the car a little bit. And dropped tears. It doesn't count. I teared up. That kind of counts. I don't know. Anyway, it was just, I don't know how to express it properly. It's just, you're raised your whole life with these people, and then all of a sudden they're leaving you, and you have to learn how to do things for yourself. Which I know how to do all these things. It's just, it's weird, like, thought thinking and not coming home to them anymore, and that you're not gonna be able to see them every day, and that they're gonna go on and live their life without you, and you're gonna go live your life without them, and just get me emotional again. But I really love my family. My brother's my best friend. I'm so scared. Like, he used to come to my room at like 1 in the morning, and just he'd be bawling, and just like, sorry Chad, I'm outing you, but he watched a sad movie, and he'd come into my room, and he'd be crying, and he'd wake me up at 1 a.m. at school in the morning, and he'd just like, I need to talk to you. I'm like, who's he gonna go to? Oh gosh, it's a mess. It's not. I'm supposed to be here. Like, I'm supposed to be here. I know I'm supposed to be here. I don't have anything left there. I graduated. I'm done. I have a job. I'm fine. But just knowing he's gonna be by himself, and oh gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna post this. It's embarrassing, but just knowing my little brother, which I was raised my whole life to protect him, like as his older sister, I'm supposed to protect him. Knowing he's not gonna have me anymore kills me inside. It kills me. Oh my gosh, and just my parents, I miss them so much. Like, it's ridiculous. Even my little siblings, like, I'm gonna look back on this one day and be like, what a weenie. No, it's just, Oh, especially with my brother. I know I keep talking about it, but I love him to death. Like, we are best friends. I am not well equipped to be away from him. So I don't know. And everyone's saying it's going to be hardest on him. Everybody knows it's going to be hardest on him, which makes it hardest on me to be leaving him. And just, I don't want to leave. Like, I do. You know, it's mixed emotion. And my mom just, oh, and my dad, I just, Valerie, why do you get so attached? Anyway, so, draw my face. Oh, that was a good vlog. Good job. You'll really get the heartstrings in this one. Lots of feels and pretty much just it's a weird feeling. Not, I feel like, I don't know if it's setting away yet. I feel like I visit Utah a lot, so I feel like I'm just visiting. And like I was driving home from work today, and it was just, I'm so used to going home to my family and just talking to my mom and just, how's your day? And oh, here's blah 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 and yada yada, and you have to do this. And I see her in the morning. I saw her every morning before I went to work, and oh my gosh, it's just gonna be weird, you know? I mean, I'm excited. I'm so excited to live with Annabelle, and like we get along so well. Like we spent all weekend together, and we didn't have any calls, we had nothing. So I feel like I have a good feeling about it. But like, I feel like I miss Vegas a lot. Like I love Vegas. Like that is my hometown. That's, I get this like hollow feeling in my chest when I know I'm not living there anymore. It's like it's my place. Like that's where I belong. I feel like, but I feel it's only been a few days. This isn't considered home to me yet. I don't have a for sure place to stay, but yeah. So we think we found a place. We're gonna go sign on it. Hopefully on tomorrow, and then we'll be moved in by Wednesday or Thursday. In which case, I will be uploading another vlog with Annabelle about. We'll give you a little tour of our little apartment. I am excited. I'm just gonna miss my family a lot and Vegas a lot, but it's an adjustment, and I understand that, so I'm not that worried. I do like Utah. There's a lot of fun things to do here. I'm excited for the snow and the fall. I'm concentrating on all the fun things that I can do instead of missing my family and Vegas and my friends like Travis and Allison and everyone. I'm going to miss everyone. So, and my new buddies like Gabe and Vinny and just everyone. We had good times. We all had good times. So for real, this is gonna be a 20-minute long video of me complaining and crying. Worst vlog ever. I'm over. I'm not even being funny in this one. I'm not even funny at all. Anyway, nobody has to watch this but me, so I will upload another video of our apartment and our adventures together as roomies, which is really exciting. So I think I covered everything. Cutting the umbilical cord, the weird feels, exciting, kind of sad. Yeah, I'm gonna be missing my family a lot. They're amazing. I love them. Even if we were at each other's stuff on weekend, I still love them. So I'm gonna end this because it's really long. I don't know if we'll upload anywhere, but if anyone watches, good job. I wouldn't have. I probably won't even. I'll probably skip through the good parts where I'm a baby and then make fun of myself. So awesome. Hopefully there'll be another vlog soon. I do want to do a month recap. No promises on when that'll happen, but eventually that will happen. Anyway, thank you, whoever's watching, and I will survive. Hey, hey.